Hi, I'm Chris, and today I'll be delivering a short presentation on Hurdle Task 1. The scenario which I've been assigned is Scenario 13. That is, 14-year-old Joshua is not like the other boys in your class. He is always impeccably groomed and very neatly dressed. He would rather engage adults in discussion about fashion and Hollywood gossip than discuss sport, the main topic of conversation in this all-boys school. You have a good relationship with him. You suspect that he is gay, but he has not told you this. Today he comes to you visibly upset. His prized Versace pencil case has been defaced with the word "Pufta" written in large letters. The first theoretical approach which I've researched to deal with this scenario is the assertive discipline approach. So this is more of a preventative approach, but it can also be utilized to resolve conflicts going forward in classrooms. Establishing and maintaining order is achieved through being an assertive teacher. And that means having fun, positive relationships with students while still setting rules and boundaries. Furthermore, it means actively trying to have your teaching standards to be of the highest quality. But this is a reciprocal relationship, because when teachers respect students, students will also respect and mimic teachers' values, rules, and opinions. This is especially important in learning contexts in which a lot of information is disseminated, which leaves room for conjecture and potentially negative or detrimental perspectives. The second theoretical approach which I've researched is Wong and Wong's Pragmatic Approach. They recommend implementing procedures for cooperative work groups because it is a great way to encourage students to open up positive dialogues and to think critically about not only their classwork, but also social issues. Each group should moreover be called support groups, and each member be referred to as a support buddy. Teachers can seat support buddies around each other when delivering class activities to help them encourage one another. Always have an activity or assignment to do as soon as you or the students walk into the class. Chaos can erupt or is more likely to occur even in the seconds when students do not have a clear objective or idea of what they're supposed to be doing in that lesson. The activity should also be positive, as that sets the tone for the remainder of the class. It goes without saying that the follow-up activity or remainder of the class should be relevant to the starter activity. And the final theoretical approach which I've researched is the behavioral approach. So in conjunction with the other classroom management strategies that have been mentioned, the behavioral approach is a sound way to deal with problematic behavior. This approach emphasizes the idea that the relationship between behaviors and consequences are the heart of behavior management strategies. It is essential to remember that behavior which is ignored or rewarded will be repeated, whereas behavior which is punished will occur less often. It's a given that negative behavior should be followed by consequences. However, this reinforcement should still be positive in nature, as reinforcements which are too punitive can lead to disastrous and counterproductive outcomes. Positive reinforcement should address the issue at heart, while allowing for a chance to make up for it, and good affirmations of these attempts will likely be repeated by the student. So my plan of action to deal with the given scenario utilizes all three research approaches. With the assertive discipline, using this approach, the teacher can establish new and firm anti-bullying rules, especially with an emphasis on sexual orientation, as teenage boys are more likely to reflect their teacher's views if they are made explicit, because the scenario does not say that the teacher has already established their stance before the bullying occurred. This has the added benefit of not only protecting Joshua as a person, but other similar boys in the future. Beyond this is Wong and Wong's Pragmatic Approach. Teachers can create new support groups centered around fostering positive discussion and perspectives. Apart from the assertive approach and setting rules, the teacher can choose to purposely include one of the students who wrote on Joshua's pencil case, after having them come forward, in a support group with him and other support students. Therefore, the student who bullied Joshua has an opportunity outside of the dialogue with the teacher to communicate with and understand Joshua better. And finally, the behavioural approach. To ensure that a repeat of the offence does not happen in future, the students who wrote on Joshua's pencil case have to understand the gravity of their offence and why it shouldn't have occurred in the first place. This can involve the teacher directly opening a dialogue with these students and asking them why they wrote on Joshua's pencil case and why they thought it would be okay to do so. Afterwards, an appropriate punishment, such as a self-reflective writing task and being made to directly confront and apologize to Joshua, would encourage these students to not repeat their offence. That's it. Thank you.